All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Midday Yoga. Just start on your mat. You can start seated in any comfortable position. Go ahead and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. On your next breath, go ahead and set an intention, a purpose, or a dedication for today's practice. And seal that on your heart. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Go ahead and rise on up to the top of your mat. Just to give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to do today, we're going to do a couple salutations, just half salutations to get our body nice and warm. We'll do some lunge back salutations, and then we'll get into some step backs, and then come down to our backs and do some back and belly stretches. So nice all around practice. Standing in conscious mountain pose, feet grounding down, arms by your sides. Go ahead and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. So tap your shins if you need to. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down through your feet to rise all the way up. Press palms, bring hands to heart center, Tadasana or mountain pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Just finding that rhythm of your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back, tap shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down, reach up, lift from your heart and chest. Bring hands to heart center, full breath in, full breath out. Let's take one more half sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back, find that long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down through your feet, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Adding our lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, send your right foot back. Inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down, step back, down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Moving through a modified vinyasa, come forward to a high plank. You can drop knees as you lower down to a low push-up. Then just come into a small cobra. So hands by your sides, squeeze elbows and shoulders, lift your heart and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down, tuck toes. You can press up through a tabletop or come right up to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, settle into that high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step your left foot forward and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Reach arms out, reach arms up all the way to the top. You can glance up. Bring hands to heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, send your left foot back. Just finding that tempo of your breath. Inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release hands down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Little modified vinyasa with a locust this time. Come forward, high plank. You can tap knees, lower to your low push-up. Arms by your sides. Inhale, lift heart and chest, lift legs. Hold on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands and feet down. Press yourself up. Down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, step your left foot forward. Exhale, pause. Inhale, lift up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step forward this time and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Reach arms out, reach arms up. Press palms, grow tall. Hands at heart center, Tadasana. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more set on each side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach right up to your high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Full round of breath. Modified vinyasa with a sphinx. Come forward, high plank. Lower down to your low push-up. Find elbows underneath your shoulders. Press into your forearms. Lift your heart and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Hands under shoulders. Tuck toes. Find your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high this time. Exhale, place it through. Inhale, lift up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step forward and fold. Inhale, find your flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ground down through feet, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lunging on our left side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Just finding that tempo. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release hands down. Step back, down dog. Full round of breath. This time you can move through a full vinyasa, a chaturanga this time. Come forward, high plank. Lower down, low push-up. Inhale to cobra or upward facing. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, place it through. Inhale, lift up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release hands down. Step forward and fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Really ground through feet. Press down to lift up. Find palms. Hands to heart center, Tadasana. Full breath in. Full breath out. Just adding our jump backs if you'd like. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold. Inhale to your flat back. Now you can step one foot back at a time, or you can bend your knees and jump back to your high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down, low push-up. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Just take 3 big breaths in your dog. You can pedal out your knees, pedal out your heels if you'd like. Now again, you can step your right foot forward and then your left to meet it, or you can bend your knees a lot, look forward, jump yourself forward and fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time bend knees and reach arms back. Then reach arms forward and up. Utkatasana or chair pose. Full breath in. Full breath out, settle. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step, walk, or jump yourself back to your high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath. You can pedal out knees, pedal out heels. You can even wag your tail, take your hips side to side. Look forward. Again, you can step, walk, or jump, or bend your knees a lot and jump yourself forward as you fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Sweep forward and up, chair pose, fierce pose. Pull that core in, settle hips down. Pull your thumbs back towards the back of the room, ears between biceps. Inhale, straighten legs, reach arms up. We're gonna take a few step backs this time. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, lift yourself up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Adding a few poses, bring your elbows in towards your hips, like you're holding a tray or a platter. Notice your shoulders behind you and bring your arms out to the side. Just see what your shoulders do. Now reach arms back up, high crescent lunge. Plant your back foot, find your warrior 2. Take a pause. Just do a little body scan. Make sure your core is pulling in. Your spine is nice and long. Arms are parallel to the floor. Knee is stacked over your ankle. Now flip your front palm. Reach up and back. Revolve your warrior. Find space through your side body. Reach up, reach back. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, reach back a little deeper. Maybe you take both arms back like you're holding a big beach ball, or you can grab your wrist. You can even grab your elbow. Just find that nice side body stretch. Find that reach. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Bend into your front knee for your warrior 2. Let's come into a bent knee triangle. So left arm reaches forward. You can press your right elbow on your right shoulder. That's your left elbow, excuse me. Left elbow to the left shoulder, right arm up. If you'd like, you can tap the ground and press your arm to the inside of your leg. Now let's take a big arm circle with our top arm. Take your right fingertips back towards the back of the room. Let your gaze travel with your thumb. So take your fingers down, scrape your mat, keep watching that thumb, land in a side angle. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, fingertips back. Body stays squared to the right slightly. Let your shoulder drop, scrape your mat, reach your arm up, peek up at that thumb, side angle. Full breath in, full breath out. Come back to your bent knee triangle and pause. Lift up to your warrior 2. Cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand is planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or you can reach high. Maybe you open out to the side. Inhale, reach or twist. Exhale, top arm down. Step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Your choice on the vinyasa. You can chaturanga. You can take a full locust. You can always tap knees. You can stay your down dog if you'd like. We'll eventually meet in our down dog. Lift your right leg high. Curl your hands to your nose, feel that rounding. Now send your right leg up. Slowly bring your right knee in towards your chest as you wave forward like you're in a high plank. Then step your right foot forward. Look forward. Step forward and fold. Lift to a flat back, long spine. Fold forward, ground down through your feet, reach arms out, reach arms up. Bring hands to heart center, mountain pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Finding a few balancing poses. We'll start with dancers. Take your left arm up. Bring your right arm out to the side. Catch your right foot behind you. Squeeze your knees together and take a moment to grow tall. You can always use a wall if you have one handy. You can press your left hand into a wall and then kick back. Wherever you are, kick into your hand and start to grow the back bend of the pose. So dancers is this really big, beautiful, beneficial pose. It's a back bend, it's a heart opener, it's a balancing pose. Try to feel all that happening equally in your body. Kick back, reach forward, bring knees back together, release your foot. Take a nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Pause in the conscious mountain pose. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's take a tree pose. Shift weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee up. Take your right knee over to the side. Press your foot into your thigh, calf, or ankle. So if you don't have great balance, you can always leave your big toe down on the floor and press your heel into your leg, or if you've just never done this pose before. So wherever your foot is, start to walk your hands to heart center. You can keep hands there and lift your heart and chest, or you can interlace fingers and flip arms up. Maybe you just reach both arms up for your branches. So just find what works for you in your tree pose. Find that lift in your heart and chest. Grow your tree. Slowly bring yourself back in. Knee to 90. Arms by your sides. Pause. You're gonna come right into a standing twist. Reach arms back up. Take your left arm forward and right arm back. Feel that left ankle working. You can tap your front knee. You can reach for your big toe or the inside of your foot and try to take the kick out. Whatever you do with your leg, I want your gaze to travel back at that back thumb. Even if it's just the corner of your eyes, peek back. Slowly bring yourself forward, knee to 90, arms reach up. Release your arms down first. Feel that left leg. Release your right leg down, conscious mountain pose. Take a full round of breath. Shake out your feet or your ankles if you need to. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, reach up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, settle. Bring your elbows in to your waistline. Pause. And then with palms facing up, just turn palms out. Feel your shoulder blades engage behind you, your scapula. Reach arms up. Plant your back foot. Turn your upper body slightly to the left. Warrior two. Take that little body scan. Are you standing up nice and tall? Is your core and your low ribs pulling in? Are arms parallel to the floor? Are you reaching through both fingers as your knee stacks over your ankle? See, I wasn't paying attention to my knees, but folded in. Press the knee out towards your pinky toe. A strong pose. Now flip your front palm. Reach up and back. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your front leg. Reach back. Maybe both arms hold that beach ball. Maybe you catch your wrist. Reach, reach, reach. Come back to the center and bend back into your front knee. Let's find a bent knee triangle. Reach forward. Right elbow to knee or right arm to the inside of your leg. Left arm floats up. We're going to take those big arm circles again. Just take a breath to stabilize first. Now left fingertips go back. Gaze stays on your thumb. Reach down, scrape your mat. Big shoulder opener here. Lift up, side angle. One more. Reach back. Gaze is still at your thumb. Scrape your mat. Lift up, side angle. I think we took 3 on the other side, so I lied. That wasn't our last one. This will be our last one. Reach back. I want you to be even. Scrape your mat. Land in your side angle and pause. Float back up to bent knee triangle. Lift up to your warrior 2. Cartwheel down, twisted lunge. Left hand planted this time. Right arm can tap knee, hip, reach high. Maybe it reaches back to open up. Right hand down, step back, down dog. Full round of breath. Your choice, vinyasa flow, down dog, some variation in between. Meeting in our down dog, send your left leg high. Curl your knee into your nose, round your spine. Send your left leg up. Now bring your left knee in as you wave forward like you're coming to that high plank, and then step it through to the lunge. If you don't quite make it, you can always pick that ankle up and just send your foot forward. Look forward, step forward, and fold. Lift your flat back, long spine. Fold forward. Reach arms out, reach arms up, press palms at the top. Find your mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Dancer's pose. Send your right arm high. Take your left arm out to the side. Catch your left foot behind you. Again, you can always use a wall if you need to. So right hand would press into the wall. Start to kick back into your hand as you hinge forward. Find the back bend. Find the heart opener. Find the balance in your standing leg. Take one more breath in your dancers. Kick in. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Release your foot. Take that nice back stroke or windmill of your arms. It should feel good on your shoulders. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full inhale. Full exhale. Tree pose. Shift weight into your right foot. Lift your left knee to 90. Take it out to the side. Press your foot into your thigh, calf, or ankle, always avoiding your knee joint. But again, if you need the balance, you can keep your toe down, just heel presses in. Hands to heart center. Lift your heart and chest. Option to interlace and flip up. Option to stay with hands at heart center. You can always stay with arms by your sides if that feels best for you. Can you grow a little taller by grounding down through your right foot? Can you press your left knee out to the left a little more to open up your hip? Lift up. Slowly bring your left knee back to 90. Keep it there as you reach up. Coming into our standing twist. Right arm forward this time, left arm back. You can catch your knee. You can catch your big toe, maybe your foot, and take the kick out. Gaze is back. Spine is long. See if you can send the crown of your head higher towards the ceiling. Peek back. Unravel forward. Reach arms up. Release arms by your sides first. Then release that left leg. Awesome job, you guys. Shake it out if you need to. Reach arms up. Come into a chair pose. Sit nice and low in your chair. Now come to a tiptoe chair. Now we're going to come all the way down and take a boat pose. So you can go right down to the mat, just send your hips down, or you can slowly settle down and take a toe stand. So heels are still lifted, bum is by your heels, lift, and then everyone sit back. Send your knees to 90. for our full boat. Lift your heart and chest. Send your core down towards the floor. Option to straighten your legs. It's definitely harder and it takes some hip strength, which I have none of. So I'm going to keep my knees bent. Your choice. Keep lifting that heart and chest. Keep pulling your core in. Hold your boat for 5, 4, 3. Keep lifting heart and chest. 2 and 1. Squeeze your knees in. Roll yourself back on your mat, just coming right into a double knee to chest. You can take that little rock or sway side to side. You can take a little circle. Option to take a happy baby, feet up towards the ceiling. Maybe from there you sway side to side. Bring your knees back in, give yourself a squeeze, and then send your feet down to the floor. Slide your heels in towards your glutes. We're gonna take a wheel or a bridge pose. So I'm gonna stay in bridge. If you'd like to take a wheel, you can bring your hands by your ears, press into your hands and lift up. So fingertips are facing shoulders. If you're coming into bridge with me, press into hands and feet and lift your hips. Keep lifting your hips up. Notice your hip points in front of you and try to slightly tilt them up so your spine gets a little longer. Now squeeze your glutes. So everything is working together, core, back, and glutes, all working together. Hands are pressing down, feet are pressing down, hips are lifting up. Release everything down. Bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall out. Let's just take a quick wide bound angle to neutralize our spine. Full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your knees back up to the ceiling, feet on the floor. Bend your knees to 90. You can catch underneath your knees or on top of your knees. Take 1 or 2 rock and rolls to lift yourself back up to seated. And then send your legs nice and long and wide. Now place your hands right in front of you. Just try to sit up tall. If you can, press your knees down towards the floor. So if you have tight legs, your knees will lift a little bit, and that's okay. My knees are lifting up. Make sure your feet aren't too internally rotated, so toes aren't turning in too much and feet are turning out too much. You want your feet up towards the ceiling. So again, sit up tall and then just start to walk yourself forward. You can stop whenever you need to. You can start to round your spine whenever you need to. So I lost that flat back at about here, and I started to let my spine round. If you have a block, you can release forearms or hands on a block. Just bring yourself forward, wide-legged forward fold. Try to keep those toes up towards the ceiling. Use your inner thighs to try to press your knees down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Walk your hands back to center. Sit up nice and tall again. Try to straighten through your spine. We're going to go side to side. So going to our left first. If you can, bring your left forearm down to the floor. So elbow comes in towards your thigh. If you can't quite come down, you can take your elbow to your leg, or you can just rest your hand on the floor. And then reach your right arm up and over. Maybe it just drapes there. Maybe you can grab your left toes and slightly twist, looking over at your right toes or up at the ceiling through your armpit. Just feel that nice side opener, side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale, feel the side bend. Exhale, unravel. Bring both hands back to center again. Press down to lift your spine. You can take a little wiggle of your knees or your legs if they're getting tired. You just have one more side. Take your right forearm to the inside of your right leg, or right hand can press down, or you can take it onto your leg. Take your left arm up and over. You can let it drape, Or you can try to catch your right toes, maybe your right ankle. One side might be different, so I'm a little tighter on this side. I can't quite grab my toes, so I'm just gonna hang out. Keep those toes up. Full inhale, full exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, unravel to center. Sit up nice and tall. And then slide your legs back together, knees in. Plant your feet down. Just take a little windshield wiper side to side. Cross your ankles. Come over your legs, and let's come into a tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're gonna take a nice lunge here, or an Anjaneyasana. So send your right foot forward. Right hands can lift up and tap your knee. First, sit up tall and bring that focus to your left hip. Just like we did in our bridge, slightly tilt your hip forward to really engage those hip flexors. Now, start to sink forward into your right knee. Keep that hip engaged. Now try to engage your core and sit up a little taller. Sink your hips a little lower. Now, if you can, reach arms up. I want you to make fists with your hands and pull your elbows in and down. So adding a little back engagement to this stretch. If you'd like, you can reach arms up, maybe add a little back bend, and then release your hands down to the floor. Stack your knee back over your ankle. Just come back to the tabletop, right knee in line with left, knees under hips. Let's take a few cat-cows. Let your belly drop, peek up at the ceiling, and then dome and round your spine. Option to tuck your toes. Inhale, belly drops, peek up. Exhale, dome and round. Take one more round of cat-cow. Send your heart and chest forward. Then dome and round your spine. Come back to the strong tabletop, core engaged, hands are pressing down. Step your left foot forward. Tap your hands on your knee. Grow tall, engage your right hip. Slightly tilt it forward to really feel that engagement. So I could feel my quad light up when I do that. I have weak quads too though. If your quads are a little stronger, you might not feel it, but if you're really engaging, you should feel all that working. Now start to hinge yourself forward. Sinking your hips down, keeping that right hip involved and engaged. Settle. Now, option to reach arms up. Make those fists. Pull your elbows in and down. Feel your lats fire up. Option to reach up. Option to reach back, gaze back. Release your hands to the floor. Knees stacked over ankle. Come back to the tabletop. Pause. Take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Belly drops, peek up. Dome and round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly, shoulders roll back, peek up. Exhale, pull belly to spine, shoulders roll forward. Take one more. Belly drops, peek up. Dome and round. Come back to center in your tabletop. Press into your hands to lift yourself up. So you're standing on your knees. We're gonna take 2 rounds of camel, just 2 more back bends. So if you have a block, you can place a block in between your thighs. If you don't have a block or that's uncomfortable for you, just make sure your knees are hip distance apart. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways to do camel, and it'll engage different things in our bodies. So first, bring your hands to your low back, or you can make a C and kind of cup your hips. Now squeeze elbows and shoulder blades together behind you. Send your hips forward first. So hips are engaged. You're starting to round your spine. Peek up at the ceiling if you can. Squeeze elbows, squeeze shoulder blades behind you. If it's in your practice, you can reach back for your feet or ankles. Take one more breath to peek up. Exhale, slowly bring yourself forward. Arms by your sides. Just bring your knees together and sit back on your heels just for a breath or two in between steps. You can place your hands on your thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Lift back up onto your knees. Take them hip distance apart. I'm just going to turn so you can see my back a little better. Now bring your hands to your back again. This time, instead of sending your hips forward first, like your whole body is a plank, I just want you to tilt back first. So tilt back again. You should feel those quads firing up. Engage those hips, tilt back. If you're able or you'd like, you can reach back for feet or ankles and then send your hips forward and gaze back. If that's not in your practice, just keep your hands on your low back and then we're sending our hips forward. So it's just a little bit of a different engagement on the way down, but same pose. Just take one more breath, peek back. Slowly bring yourself back up to center. Slide your knees together, arms by your sides. Sit back on your heels one more time. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Slide your feet out from underneath you. Just take your hips to the side. Send your feet forward. Roll back down on your back. Pull your right knee into your chest and send your left leg long for a single knee to chest. Really pull that right knee in towards your shoulder and send your left leg long. So press it into the mat or you can hover it an inch. Both feet are flexed, toes up towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale to squeeze in. Exhale, release your left leg if you were hovering it and take your left hand to grab the outside of your right knee. Now take your right leg across your body, just a nice easy twist. Gaze to the right if it's okay on your neck. If you need to scoot your hips a little bit over to either side to make sure they're in a straight line, go ahead and do that. So we want our hips stacked. Take one more full round of breath. Bring your gaze back to center. Bring your right knee back to 90. You can bend your left leg for support. Send your right leg high and just slowly lengthen and lower it all the way down to your mat. So finding length through your heel as your right leg descends down. Send your left leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Squeeze your left knee in, single knee to chest. Press your right leg down or hover your right heel an inch. Give your left knee a squeeze. Send your right leg long. Release your right leg down. If you hovered, bring your left knee to 90. Tap the outside of your knee with your right hand. Take it across your body. Scoot your hips if you need to get them stacked. Left arm reaches out. Gaze can travel with your arm if it's okay on your neck. If you feel any crunching in your neck when that happens, just keep your gaze up. Inhale in your twist. Exhale, bring your left knee back to 90. Bend your right leg to the floor for support. Send your left leg high and long. Slowly lengthen through your left heel, long leg, all the way down to the floor. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. If you're ready for our final resting pose, Shavasana, let your feet fall out and palms face up. Lift your shoulder blades up and slide them down towards your hips, not holding any tension in your neck or your shoulders. If you feel like you need another pose, you can take a double knee to chest, maybe give yourself a rock side to side, or maybe come back to that happy baby. After that, find yourself in your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself during your Shavasana so you don't hear any of my background noise, but I'll bring you out of this with 3 rings of the bell. So truly just let yourself relax on your mat. Close your eyes, receive your practice, and enjoy. Staying right in your Shavasana. Just start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, bringing awareness back into your physical form. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Show yourself some gratitude, some self-love, and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right or left arm back. Roll onto that right side or to either side, using your arm as a pillow, falling into fetal position, our position of new beginnings. Recall the intention, purpose, or dedication you set in the beginning of our practice. You have the option to set a new one right here to take you through the rest of your Thursday, maybe even into your Friday or your weekend. Start to press yourself up to seated, keeping eyes closed, or you can glance down at the floor. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your chin slightly. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, let it go. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. Beautiful Thursday practice. Good to see everybody. Feel free to say hi if